Career development have to do with you, building your profession into a reality. That is what career is all about, just your profession. Being a teacher is a profession. Being a teacher, you're a profession. An entrepreneur as a profession, right? That is what generally career is all about. So today, when we are going to be navigating through this education, how education system and career development works in the 21st century, that is what we are going to be doing.
Okay, and I would like to find out from you, how has the education system evolved over time, or it has not?
Thank you very much for that question. And this is what is really disturbing with our economy right now. In our economy right now, the education system has really evolved to a different dimension where they have to really look into it.
Okay.
From the beginning, when we started understanding, our parents started understanding what education is all about, which is all about the school system that was introduced as education system back then in the 1950s after our colonial masters.
Okay.
Yes. Education was in an economy that is considered as a job economy. An economy where you just need to, go to school, acquire the right information and the knowledge, and then you will be employed and you start, earning in an office or that. That was generally the type of education system that was there way back in 1950, and it was very successful, a very good one. It was so good with the economy at that time, because when you go to school at that time, there was guaranteed that when you complete your
standard,
you will be employed.
Okay.
Yes, you will be able to, get to a certain office, and you are well paid, recognized and respected in the society back then. Now, with time, the same system was maintained for a very long period of time, and you start realizing that a lot of people, were graduating from school, and then they were not looking into, accommodating them by creating more jobs, because the more you graduate them, the more you have to create jobs. Good. So the failing started happening when they are graduating more students, people are going to school, more students are going to school, and they are not giving up openings for jobs. Now that was when the transition started happening. With that transition, we are gradually moving to an economy where when you graduate from school, there is no job for you. Now, because there is no job for you, you have to find your own way in order to create job for yourself. That is an entire new system that came in, which is not more a job economy. It is now what they call skill economy, which is where we are today. That means after being educated with the information that you got from school, you need to attach your education with skills. You start realizing that from the definition of our education, we say that the process of acquiring knowledge, even skill. But the formal setting of school is teaching mostly acquiring just knowledge, information, not really attached with skill. That's why when we graduate, we move from the normal job economy to the skill economy. There's a very big problem now where we are, because we are now trained. We have been taught in school to acquire information so that it will fit in a job economy, but we acquire the information and we end up in a skill economy. This is where we have a problem. So that is how the education system has transformed to where we are, which is a skill economy.
Yeah, and people should take note that we or you are not in any way, downplaying formal education, because you rightly said that when you acquire, of course, you need to add skills to it to make it, of course, that it gives you some profit, benefits.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, ladies.
Let me just add something, Mireille, which is something that I've been, it has been happening out there, and people really need to really cancel this mentality if they understand how the transition has happened. You start hearing people saying education is a scam. Right? I'm sure you've always heard about school is a scam, education is a scam, and all that. This is totally wrong. There is no way you can succeed in any aspect of life without education. You must be educated. You must acquire the knowledge. Let's not, generalize how the school system has transformed. There is a change in the school system, right, that is affecting the economy, and then they just consider that because you've gone to school and it doesn't match with the economy where you are, it is a scam. It is not a scam. Even those that are mechanic out there, they need to acquire the right skill. It is a form of education, right, that they have to acquire before they succeed. In any aspect of life, we must be educated before we succeed. So we should not consider education as that. You must learn, no, whether you like it or not. You must learn before you succeed. Our only problem is that learning the right thing, acquiring the right thing. Learn to know exactly what you have to acquire. Look at your economy and know exactly what is going to be necessary for you to acquire the right knowledge. Then it's going to be very, very helpful to you. So there's nothing like education being scam out there.
Yeah, and we should also know that maybe some of these things that we hear, these negative talks that we hear, is coming from people who are doing what they don't have passion for.
That's right.
Or they were forced into it.
Exactly.
You see somebody doing business management,
Right.
but there's nothing the person can do, like no business, nothing skilled of management and stuff.
Very
so
true.
it might also be that you chose the wrong
career path. Yes, that is just to get to the whole career path that I was talking about from the beginning. When I said career, it's all about building a profession, and a profession is all about, when you break it down, it becomes your calling. You start realizing that before you build a successful career, like you said, there should be a certain passion that is attached to it. And this passion is an indication that it is your calling in life, right? It is something that, you are really good at. God sent you here to do it. So you start realizing that many people out there, they are just angry. They go about, complaining because they are on the wrong career path. They choose the wrong career path, which doesn't align with who they are. So they have to get back to really choosing the right career path, so that you should have passion for what you are doing. With passion, you are going to be able to figure out what it needs. You see, passion will always direct you to your talent, natural talent.
Right.
The natural talent that you develop will help you to build that career, that profession. There's profession in any talent that we have out there. There's profession in any talent. You just need development. Attached with that passion, you're going to be able to build a wonderful career with your talent.
Yeah, talking about development, it just takes me to my next question. What role does continuous learning and professional development play in career development?
This is very, very important, and there's a training program that I always offer for those that are going into professional, they want to learn to become professional. I start letting them understand the process of learning, how the process of learning is extremely necessary for you to build the right career or successful career. You start realizing that if you are not learning, you will not improve. And if you don't improve, you will not succeed. So continuous learning is something that should never ever be neglected. You see, when they say learning never ends, this is so true. In any aspect of your life, you will have to be learning continuously. Realize that from the beginning, you have passion. Just the passion is not even enough. The passion would be boiling inside of you. I love to do this, I love to do this. But then you need to just sign up and start learning about that particular skill that you love. You transform your passion into talent. You have to learn to master your talent so that you become skillful with your talent. When you are skillful with your talent, it is still not enough. You transform your skill into being an expert in that industry. That is who a professional is, an expert. So you see, it's a process that you have to keep on learning to improve yourself, improve your skill, and before you get to that level where you are going to be profitable with your career. So continuous learning, it is exceptional. It is so important when it comes to career development. I learned this from Tony Robbins. That Tony Robbins said, on your journey of personal development, you have to go through the process of constant and never-ending improvement of yourself.
Right.
Constant and never-ending, meaning that throughout your life, even when you are dying, you have to be improving yourself.
Right.
And that is what it means by continuous learning. And that is how it is so important in your career development. Those that are not learning, you are dying. When you don't learn, you are dying. There's no day or never a day that you can get to a level where you said, I've learned everything.
Yeah.
Especially with the changing economy and how new things are coming. You must